Have you ever wondered how much a Grian build is worth in Minecraft? Well, today I'm gonna open up a store and try to sell his most famous builds and see how high the price will go. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is redesign this area and turn this very tiny zone and flip it into a store. There's literally thousands of players watching me right now, which makes this a little bit more stressful. So in order to build this store, to sell some Grian builds, let's go ahead and make it pretty simple, but I wanna get a little bit of lighting in there, a little bit of glowstone in there. I know a lot of you don't like glowstone. I find it pretty clean. My brother's head, nah, we don't want that in there. That's pretty useless. Woo! Got him, a little bit of a roast right there, folks. Oh, let's get some lights down here. I need to make it even, though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, it's even. Look at that, guys. Even lighting on the ground. Y'all need to
chill, all right?
I think this would look pretty sweet. Trapdoors in the center. I also have like a little bit of a door here, right? This door connects you from this shop to my next shop. I like the idea of keeping them all connected like a strip mall, which really isn't the most premium thing on the market. I mean, let's go ahead and get out here and craft some trap doors. And frankly, these are gonna be real expensive. That's it, 40 trap doors. We cut down like 16 trees, we got 40 of them. It might be too much, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it's gonna come out pretty well, guys.
Oh, I like it.
I think it looks good. I just don't know what to do about this section. Like, we could just put a door down, you know, maybe. All right, guys.
That is enough
of the arrowing. I gotta push y'all back again. Peace. Oh, they're finding me in every single corner. You think you lock the players out and they come back and they stare at you build. But yeah, I think that looks cool. It's actually like more of a hidden door in there, so kind of clean, kind of fresh. The light doesn't line up. That's okay.
We don't care.
Okay, now I like the stone look there. So here's the idea, folks. We are going to extend this out, keep the stone road as the roof, because that is what you do if you're like a green innovative company, which we are here at Lover Industries. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could like keep that wood, and I was thinking like maybe give it like that little curly Q vibe, like something like that. But yeah, it's got like that little bit of a shell vibe to it. I think this is coming together quite nicely. There's one of my mods up there just watching me from a tower. Gotta love to see it. Honestly, I kind of like it because it almost looks like a wave crashing, like, which has absolutely no relevance to anything I've been building, but it does look like a wave, and for that reason, we're gonna keep it. What do you think? Like a little staircase here? I actually think that's kind of cool. It's like a staircase you could like drop off. It just adds to the flow value here, folks. We're going for that peak flow state. Doesn't it feel like quartz would look kind of good in here? We're going to buy quartz, a block of it. That was, that was 1,500 bucks down the drain, but it don't matter. We got 9.5 mil. Although to trade up to the richest, they currently have 2.5 bill, so we do definitely have to get innovative here. What we're gonna do is make 60, oh, well, that's a little bit more than I meant to make. And I got this idea to make them floating. This is gonna be a little bit tricky, but if I can do this and then break it, we've got a floating quartz slab on top of that. It almost looks like a magnet. That looks like a floating that's incorrect. What? Wait a minute. What? Are these not spruce? Dark oak? Thought we were using spruce the whole time. Well, I mean, it still looks good. Okay, so put that in and give it the old floaty treatment. That's what they call it. We got 13 items that I want to sell today from Grian that I said, yo, those are cool. And I only have 3 of these, so I'm gonna have to up the stakes a little bit. 1. Oh my land. When you do it and it stays even, you can't make it up, folks. All right, it looks good, doesn't it? This is literally like a futuristic shop. Come on, tell me you wouldn't walk into a shop and they got floating tables and they couldn't mark things up just because it's floating. Like, of course they could.
Dang, son.
So we've only got 9 here, so maybe in this back corner we'll do a maybe like a little quadruple whammy. Although I guess they're on the wall, so they're not really floating, but that's okay. Well, that's 13. I just spit. Your boy calculated that mentally perfectly. So tell me this does not look fancy. It is a literal crashing wave store with a staircase with a sidewalk as a roof. Now we're gonna pop down a beautiful dark oak sign and we're going to say Lovers Grian Emporium. I have no idea how to spell Emporium, nor do I know what it means. That's a little bit of a underwhelming sign for such a glorious build. So I just went to Gucci's website. Look at this. The first thing you see is the word overture. That's a fancy word. Oh yeah, overture. All right, so now we've got this build. We've got the Gucci word right there. I have no idea what that means. I don't even know if that's English or I don't even know if it's a human word. Like, it's just random letters that look fancy. Overture. Let me show you guys what this is. This is a brand new thing on the server. I got it for $500,000. It actually is worth about 15 million. And this is what it does. You can go down to your chests like this one, and normally you have to go through and sell all of these by hand, but with this you double click and it sells everything in the chest for you that can be sold automatically. So all the gunpowder, if I'm like, yo, I don't really want to convert this to rockets, double click it and make $3,000. This one, double click it, $6,000. It would have taken me like 5 minutes to do that by hand. Now I made like $15,000 like that. Okay, so what I'd like to do is present what we're selling by using item frames like this. Again, we're kind of modeling this off of Gucci and the ocean. Put those two together, you get this. It's called Overture. Ovacha. Said it with an Italian accent with me. Ovacha. Okay, well that didn't come out right. You will not believe how long it took to go through every one of Grian's videos and pick out random builds to sell and then add prices to it. These are all the builds we're doing. We've got sea-bearing vessels, his literal backyard that he lives in real life, bamboo dividers, to feline castles, to luxury steps. Now that we've got this set up, we need to get my brothers in here to see if they'll come along and buy these items. Now, these are the prices I set. This is what I thought they were worth, but really, we're gonna see what they think they're worth. I don't know what a Grian build's worth, so they're gonna pay me for it, and then at the end, if they think it's worth more or less, they will then pay that price. Isaac, welcome to my brand new shop in Lover Industries. Why don't you read that sign before you walk in? This is the name of it.
I can hardly read that. Overture? Is that a word?
Ovacha. It's the first word on the Gucci website, so I knew it was expensive. Welcome, dude. These are Grian, the YouTuber's most popular builds. I am offering you my build service to learn how they're made, use the build hack, and put it wherever you'd like. So here's what you need to do, my friend.
Zach, this is really awkward. I'm just gonna stop
You
it
need to
right
take
now.
this wood and go place it in the ones that you would like to purchase. So go ahead and pick the few that you would like to buy.
Hit me with a quick balance check real quick for me.
How do you have $773?
Well, we invested in some dolphins and other things lately, and we are really hurting for money.
You could pay me in other ways, including items.
How much is bamboo worth to you?
You have to have more than bamboo.
Give me a minute. I gotta go look what I have to trade.
A few moments later.
I am coming in with your payment if you would accept it.
Oh, he's bringing in the skeleton horse. Now, we're going for more of a barter system here than I had in mind. Oh, and a music disc. Let me give her a little test run here.
Look at that
Oh,
speed.
yeah. I'll give you 250K credits, all right? Go pick 250K worth of items in the store right now.
Hold on. I need to pick out what I want because I have 3 daily keys also to offer if you'd want that.
You can throw those in for an extra 20K each.
What are the luxury steps? I'm really eyeing these things out. I'm not
Luxury steps, I'll put you down for one.
Okay, yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mark you down for a luxury step. Why don't you place that item in there that showcases the one I gave you that said buy. I can't see it. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
All right, Isaac buys the luxury steps for 75K.
This sounds like it'd be annoying to build. I'm gonna put one there.
Hagen Garden Babylon, very interesting. You got 25K left, just enough to get bar chairs.
I'll give you 3 dailies for the bamboo divider and the TV.
Go ahead, mark it up. All right, guys, so Isaac has thrown me 3 daily keys as well. A little bit of a bartering system here that I'm actually quite happy with. I feel like that was a good trade. He's getting some good stuff too.
I'll open them up. Let me see what I missed out on. This could be a vanilla.
All right,
key.
I'll do it. Let's see what Isaac just gave me. He gave me 3 of these keys. How much are they actually gonna give me? I've never gotten a vanilla key, by the way, and now that he said that, I'm actually so excited. All right, here goes number 1.
Okay, that's fine. That's
All
fine.
right,
That's enough.
2,500, so I basically lost
right.
$18,000. Not happy about that. Let's try it again. Oh, mending.
Mending.
Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, pick spawner.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh,
Pick
that was
spawner and
pretty
mending.
good.
Let's go.
But now that I purchased these, am I telling you where to put these things?
Well,
or
now
what's
that you
the deal with
purchase them, you do have the ability to tell me where to put them.
Here's what I'm thinking, Zach. I bought the luxury steps, correct?
Yes.
Those would have to go from the bottom to the top. So I would like those to go from the bottom to the top of the fun slide. We need
Okay,
steps
wow,
on
that's
this.
a lot of steps, but okay, we'll do it.
Have you met Bubbles the Creeper, by the way?
No.
Here's Bubbles.
Interesting.
I stole them from your creeper farm. So that's Bubbles. But I would like a TV somewhere in the pool area. You can decide where you would like the TV.
Pool TV, got it.
And then what else? I had Hanging Gardens of Babylon?
Yeah, you did order that.
Where does that go? How big
So,
is that?
I know where I'll put it. I'll surprise you with the last
Okay,
2.
well, there we go.
We're gonna start with the bamboo divider.
You can stack bamboo on a potted plant. Now this looks really weird, and I thought this could be worked as a room divider.
All right, so that seems like the build right there, folks. It's a pretty darn easy one, which is why we're starting with it before the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Well, I'm about to go back to my bamboo forest. At the very beginning of the season, I planted, like literally like day 2, because I thought I'd make money from it. It's actually not worth a lot, but it costs a lot to buy. I think maybe I could integrate it into his little flower garden here. $10,000 for a stack of pots. So it's actually a little bit more expensive than I thought to do this. And now we want to clean it up by making this wall. So maybe what we could do is actually integrate it into Isaac's little pool build here. Like, I feel like if you have this bamboo flower field here, it really makes a lot of sense to be able to walk through it. So I hope he appreciates what we're going to do for him here. He might hate it. I have no idea. Like, when you change someone's build, it's risky business. So I think something like that, open this up a little bit, just like this. A couple of staircases here would look pretty clean. We'll try it like this for now. That particular location could be seen as a miss, depending on how you look at it. So I'm gonna give him a second one for free because I just feel like he might hate that. Okay, that actually, it's still bad. It kind of seems like these are not belonging outside or inside or anywhere. If I had to mark the price of that, I'd probably put that down at about maybe 15K. Now let's go ahead and make our next one up on the list. We're gonna do the, let's do the TVs.
You can see through these. There's not many blocks like this where you can see through it.
So we got a glass pane. a photo, and then scaffolding.
You can see how it outlines here, and behind I've got a bunch of scaffolding, making it so it's a square.
Isaac's gonna be so mad. Grian, you kind of let me down here, buddy. These are not build hacks that they were hoping to make, but that's okay. Not a lot of opportunity for where we would place it. I guess maybe right here, like in the wall. I think this will work. We've got like a little bit of a mountain here. Okay, so I got the items we're gonna use. Now mine's gonna look a little different than Grian's because I just feel like maybe it'll be a little bit more fun to give it a little bit of spice. That's the window you look through. This is where the actual TV unit sets, which means you want to have black all around it. And since Star Wars Day just passed, I thought instead of a painting, we'll buy a Baby Yoda head and put it in there. Then all we need to do is integrate it into the wall. And so what I think we could do is continue that black look all the way around like this. I am going to, free of charge, add some quartz on the top and a jukebox at the bottom. And then a trap door here. We're sprucing it up, Grian. How about that? Instead of bookshelves, those are those movie holders. Back when we actually had movies instead of Netflix, you put trap doors on it. And then you can open up and grab a movie and put it in. And then it plays. This actually came out pretty fire. So is it worth 50K? I certainly do not believe so. Total ripoff, maybe a little more. That is, yeah. That's not bad. Now for the luxury stairs. He called them armor stand stairs. I called them luxury stairs. So maybe it was a misnomer on my part. But
Stands as a very unique decoration tip. By using pistons to push certain blocks in a certain
God,
order.
that's gonna take so long. Dude, this is gonna take like 20 years to make. Okay, here we go, staircase. Definitely gonna be a double wide. This thing is so high. I mean, sure, skeleton horse could sell for 5 million, probably the deal of the century, but boy, is this gonna be a tedious one. So you've got a little area to walk on. I'm gonna expand it a little bit. I get that I'm just building him a staircase to make it clean and luxurious, but I feel like it's a little dangerous. Would you be sad if you walked up here and fell off the edge? Because I sure would be. Now when you walk up, you've got like a staircase. This is not even part of the build. Now to actually build the old Grian machine there, you need to smash down armor stands. So how do you get armor stands? How many people have never made an armor stand in their entire life and didn't know that was the recipe? I'm one of those people. I swear I saw so many sticks in here earlier. There it is. Now we can make like infinite numbers of these. We need to get them pushed down into this at various levels. So I think the best way to do it is to push them down into maybe a smooth stone design, perhaps. That's like how it's gonna look. I gotta actually place smooth stone up the entire side of this thing, I believe. We're gonna try our first little fancy rail, and I wanna do one between every single color. If red's there, then I think it should extend off here. Wow, oh my goodness. Okay, so that should supposedly slam dunk the, oh, I definitely didn't place that right. I was like, I hope I didn't do all this for it to just not work. So that slam dunks it, and then apparently putting a slab down will actually push the block as well. This is very strange. Would you look at that? It actually worked. That's actually kind of sweet. So let's go ahead and do this now on every single tier. All right, so we did it all the way up the bridge. I also cleaned up down here a little bit to give them a little bit more of a path. So now it has kind of a design on the side that extends like that. It doesn't look bad. I think just the weirdest part is how this thing just like literally stands in the air. It doesn't really structurally make a lot of sense, but our job was to build a staircase, not structurally support it. So I think that came out pretty darn well. Now, guys, we are faced with the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
You can make a hanging flower pot by using a grass block, putting a flower on top, and surrounding it in wooden trapdoors with a fence gate over the top.
That's it, Grian. I really tried to sell this like it was $1 million idea, and it's just a floating piece of dirt with a flower. You boys really got so much with the flower vibe going on, and this underneath here is so empty. Like, I feel like to me, this is like an opportune location to do it. Maybe just like a little bit of a pond here. So, oh, wow, that's deep. And then maybe I'll just fill that up with like a little bit of dirt and sand. I guess I want to get our first hanging garden built. I think it'd be a little bit special if we took one of the flowers that's already over here, put that on top of the old flower pot here. I'm using the chocolate design. I feel like fell right down in there, didn't I? And I'm out of sand too, so that's gonna look weird. Now, as far as that chain, I don't understand how that's actually holding the flower. I mean, it really doesn't make a lot of sense there, but it doesn't look too bad. It might look kind of cool too if there was like one in the ground next to it, like maybe like one like right here. And we could do a little bit of something similar, a little bit like this, boom, boom. Nope, how did that even happen? And then again, we'll just snag a little flower from over here. I don't think Isaac will notice. Put a little one right there, and you can see it's definitely got the Grian flower vibe to it. So I'm trying to make the crafting table even look like a flower pot. So check this out. I got this idea. You put that around it, and then the crafting table looks a little bit better. And then I hung a bunch of these all the way up. I think the simplest thing we can do is make a couple benches. I think it'll look good. Put a couple of seats right around our little beautiful water place here. I feel like it's looking pretty good. Just the little fine details really bring this place together. The idea here is now I'm going to put flowers down that kind of correspond to the color above it. So like this, as you can see, will be a little bit of red. And then it transitions right here to around the orange color, goes to yellow at this juncture. Now I don't really have green, so I'm gonna skip it for now. We're gonna go down to the blue color, which is right around here. A little bit of pink, and then a little bit of purple. I think it came together pretty darn well. So let's get Isaac in here and see what he thinks of the updates. Isaac, we've marked them all off. We're gonna start with the basic one. I know you can already see it, so close your eyes, follow me.
Wait, how do I follow you while closing my eyes? Am I going the right way?
Yep. Oh no, you're gonna fall. Oh, that's okay. If you walk straight, I've added the bamboo wall here. Take a look at that. It is a Japanese exotic divider.
I really actually like this a lot. How'd you go through it?
You just walk right through it. And the greatest thing about it is we can get through, but mobs can't. Like literally mobs, nothing, not even zombies can walk through. It's impossible.
I would almost want to redo my whole wall on that. I kind of like it.
Now, right in the center is the brand new TV featuring the Mandalorian right here in the center, Isaac. Take a look at that.
Ooh, does it have music?
But also storage for your DVDs.
That's pretty nice. Tell me about this. Why are there flowers hanging from my thing?
There's the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Oh, that's it? Dude, how much was that costing?
Yeah, that's what it was. So
how much did I pay for that?
It was
that's like 4 flowers.
Do you know how long it took me to climb up there and place those?
Yeah.
It took a long time. And the entire ground. I also made this for you. I threw in bonus because I realized it was very underwhelming for what it was. So I made you a whole underground zone here to chill. Now look at this staircase. You've never seen a staircase like this in your life.
I'll be honest, this kind of makes up for the hanging garden because this would have taken forever.
Now guys, the purpose of today's video was to see how much Grian's house hacks were worth. So these are the prices that I put on here, Isaac. You can see down here. I want you to break the sign or place a sign next to it with what price you actually would have paid if you knew what they looked like. So guys, here are the final prices of what Grian's build hacks are worth. The bamboo is worth 50,000. The TV worth 10. The steps he loved 250. I can agree with that. I might even go higher. 5K for the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now. Click that screen. Peace.